What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Raven with Mind to Grandmaster. We are in a similar spot to Ling Infestor, where we are almost at Grandmaster MMR, but not quite. Our MMR is 4697. The current GM MMR cutoff is 4777. Only 80 MMR to go. Let's begin. The first game is going to be against a Protoss player. Now, in the last episode, I remember we played one TVT, and then we played against Exceed again, the person who we beat twice and twice AFK'd and just left my poor Ravens to destroy all of his buildings, which actually went surprisingly fast, I have to say. Now, wait, did I type it back yet? No, I didn't. Okay, sometimes I forget whether I did that or not. Now, it is always a little scary to play TVP. It always is, because Protoss has a lot of ways to just mess you up early on, especially when you're doing one of those challenges. Sometimes it gets a little bit tricky. Now, we're playing on a map where I would cautiously say it's good for turtling, which obviously fits any kind of mech challenge. But taking the fourth base seems a little problematic. So let me show you guys after I put down my barracks. If you look at the minimap already, you can see that the first three bases are very safe and solid, right? You have one entrance to the natural here, and then a third base has a freaking ramp. So you don't really need to cover a lot of ground at all to saturate three bases. But then the fourth base actually feels quite a little bit away. And this base all of a sudden has two entrances. And then there is also the rocks you can kill for an additional entrance. And Ravens and Widowmines probably not going to survive a massive surround here. But I guess a lot of damage is usually done in the early game. So we'll see if I can get away with hopefully a little bit of cheeky Raven harass. Don't think I'm going to SCV scout here. I think I'll just straight up go into a couple mines. Now, we have learned, or at least we assume right now, that going for Ravens is better than going for mass Widow Mines right away. One of the losses we got against Protoss recently was because we tried to go for mass Widow Mines, but then mass Stalkers are a little bit too difficult to deal with. Yeah, that's always the biggest problem when you play Widow Mines. You have to consider whether you need a burst damage kind of attack or whether you need sustained damage. If you have a lot of Ravens, you can keep dropping auto turrets over and over, and it's not just one shot and then, you're AFK for a while. You can also drop auto turrets wherever you want. Now, auto turrets are also kind of burst damage in a way, because you obviously don't have unlimited energy to keep dropping auto turrets, but it still felt a little more versatile. And in particular, when you play against Stalkers, you don't have to pick up your Widow Mines and chase Blink Stalkers. You can just, put 5 auto turrets down wherever the Stalkers blink, and that's going to make that a lot easier. Now, the early game is always going to be the trickiest part, so I guess we'll see. Hopefully, we're not being rushed by a proxy gate or even like a chrono boosted Stalker kind of thing. That would make this a lot more annoying right away. So our opponent went for an Adept. I can already feel the ping. I'm going to predict that this is the US West server. It's kind of a fun... Let's see. It is not. Maybe it's a little worse. I'm not quite sure. I feel like US West shouldn't be that bad. Let's see. What is it going to be? It's Brazil. Yeah. Okay. I'm still not good at it. I've been playing on the NA server forever, and I thought it would be a fun game to try and predict what server it is by how the movement feels. Still was a little bit off. I played on the Singapore server in, I think it was the no warp gate video, and that was even 50 more ping. Like, that was truly horrendous. That one I should be able to guess no matter what, but Brazil and US West, they can still get mixed up a little bit. Well, let's see. I think I have to start making Marines pretty soon so I can actually defend the front of my base. 2 Widow Mine attack, not usually what I would go for, but I guess, yeah, why not? Switching up sometimes can be quite nice. I still need to know what kind of tech he's going for. Wait. You guys see this? I see a building on the minimap, but it's not here. What the hell? That's actually insane. Did it literally build at the actual perfect millisecond? That is actually pretty crazy. Let's see. He's not paying attention. Oh, he started paying attention to the last second. Let's see. He's going to drop a... Oh, he's going to let me shoot. Okay, that's quite nice. I think he's going to mess it up. Yeah, okay. He was trying to bait me with the shade, but he didn't actually get it in time, which is nice. So now the Widow Mine is still chilling there. I'm afraid this is starting to look a little bit like a 4-gate blink, because he's adding late gateways, guys. This is going to be 4 gates, and this is the build that I always talk about, that I'm not quite sure if I can actually defend it, so... Yeah, pray for me, I guess. This is going to be a very tough one for sure. And I'm going to try to distract him again just by jumping up here. Can I hide here safely? I don't think I could, right? Oh, I actually could. Didn't quite realize that. Now, I think his Stalkers moved out of the way, so I'm going to try to move these into his base again. Let's see, this one, I should have to burrow over there. Might be able to kill the Stalker. Don't want to shoot it on the probe. I think I'm barely not going to be able to burrow that in time, actually. Looks like I will. There we go. Gonna little bit more scouting done with this one. Put 2 of my guys over here. I think I'm allowed to make 1 more Marine, right? I have 4. I do have 4. Now, can we survive a 4-gate blink attack? I'm a little scared. I'm not quite sure if we can, to be honest, but we'll see. I guess Widow Mines are going to be quite good if I burrow them up there. I'm going to get another bunker next to this. Guess I might as well use this one to see. Can I save that a little more? Oh, wait, it actually worked. Yo, we killed 2 Stalkers and we damaged another one. That is massive. I'm going to get 2 Widow Mines over here. That's going to help me against the Blinkins. I feel like I'm causing a lot of chaos. And we scouted that he didn't have an additional base. At least not hidden at the golden, where they usually hide it. And I think we might be in an okay spot here. I'm going to burrow these 2 Widow Mines over here, so they can kind of prevent the blinking on that bunker. He doesn't have a 3rd base yet on this side either. He might have the other one. Let's see, he's going to walk a little more forward. He does manage to dodge that one, unfortunately. Let me click it a big back. Might distract him. I guess I am doing a really good job so far, but we're definitely not out of the woods yet. I'm going to burrow 2 more over here. And I think we might have survived the worst of it already. Like, we have 2 bunkers there, so even if he kills the first one, we should be able to go back to the other one, and that could be quite good. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to drop auto turrets in the main base. I can kind of surround his mineral line, actually. So if he tries to run away, I can always drop an additional turret over here. That should do... Wait, I guess I won't even have to. He's going to keep running away. I'm going to send this Widow Mine in the mineral line. Well, he might not be paying attention. Or maybe I'll burrow it here. Looks like that's going to be just a little bit too late. Now, we are kind of at an awkward stage where we technically... Okay, he's not paying attention here at all. We technically got ourselves ahead. But we're still playing Raven Widowmine against a guy with a lot of Stalkers. Looks like he's still actually committed to the all-in, which is quite surprising, I have to say. And I'm going to keep a couple of... the next couple of Ravens over here. You shouldn't be able to break this for sure. I'm going to move a couple more Widowmines over. And I think I'm just going to be able to repair this forever. Let's see. And there we go. Going to drop an auto turret there to be safe. This one is going to go towards the natural. It's not like we have killed that many probes. It's just that we... cost him so much mining time while not really losing anything ourselves. Let's see, that base is already finished. Wasn't quite sure how far it was going to be. Gonna drop a couple auto turrets over here as well. This one is going to kill a decent amount of workers. Gonna drop another one in the path if I can. Doesn't look like he's going to let us. Guess I'll just drop one here so he's not going to come back as easily. There we go. Gonna drop another auto turret over here. And ideally, like, if I ever get this base up, we're going to be so much better. Maybe I'll just take a hidden one. I think at this point, it might actually be smarter to just take a hidden base over there. Going to send these in the natural. I don't know why all of my SCVs were chilling. That's definitely not intentional, but I guess it happened. And if I can make that a planetary, it's also going to be pretty safe against Stalkers. Here we go. 2 more auto turrets in that base. I mean, at this point, I have to imagine we're up a massive amount of supply. But it is kind of the same situation as we had before in that Dynasty game we lost, where I have a lot of supply, but it's Raven Widowmine, and he's never going to let me move out of my base. Let's see. If I get a perfect distraction, he's going to try to go into the main base, I think. That's not really going to work. Wait, maybe... Oh, no, it was actually still sieged, or still in phase mode, whatever we want to call it. If I can distract him with my Ravens, let's say I put my Ravens, then I can walk in these Widowmines in his army. Okay, here we're going to go. I'm going to go for a big distraction on both of his mineral lines. There we go. This is going to be really good. And then I'm going to click all of these over here. I think he's not going to pay attention, but who knows? This is all very distracting. Oh, he did actually pay attention, unfortunately. That could have been absolutely massive. But instead, he is going to get away with that. He also did find my base over here. Can I maybe... this is actually the craziest move I've done in a while. I'm dropping a lot of mules to repair this so I can get that planetary up. I know this is absolutely absurd what I'm doing, but I kind of feel like I have to. I do have enough Ravens now that I can try to move out here. This thing might actually survive, I'm going to drop a couple more mules. Let's see. I'm going to have to drop a lot of auto turrets over here. And here you can clearly see the difficulty in this freaking challenge against the Stalkers, right? The auto turrets are also so much weaker against the Stalkers these days. The planetary does survive, luckily for me, but I don't actually have proper defenses over here, unfortunately. So that is going to be a little tough to defend. I guess I'll burrow these Widow Mines around the planetary. I know he has observers somewhere. Doesn't really matter for now. Oh, he's actually going to phase the prism. That means maybe we can kill it. Oh, that's such a crazy move by him. He's going to lose that, I think. Yeah, that's 4 Stalkers now, baby. Let's go. That is massive. And now I have this base as well. These Widow Mines, I think that one actually connected. Not quite sure if it did. He already blinked, by the way. So these Stalkers can't get away from the auto turrets very easily. I guess they are a little bit too fast. I'm going to get my Ravens back. I F2'd them, but I guess he didn't have army, so that's quite nice. That was actually a very risky move by me. But they are going to survive, which is great. And now I have have 4 pretty healthy bases of guys. This is a planetary. He's not going to be able to do a lot of damage here at all. I guess with these, I should probably go for a counterattack, and I should make more ravens as well at this point. Let's sacrifice his bunker, because I don't need it anymore. He does see that move out. Hopefully, he wasn't paying attention. He does pay attention. This guy has been paying attention surprisingly well, I have to say. Or judging by the movement of his stalkers, maybe he didn't actually pay attention. They just automatically aggro. Yeah, there's nothing really I can do about this, to be honest. I just kind of have to sit here and take it because, yeah, I can't fight that. I feel like I would just be wasting my resources by fighting that. Now, let's see what he actually has. He still doesn't have a Stargate on the way. That makes me quite happy. Let's see if I can enter this base. That would be nice. If he blinks down here, that would actually be a killer moment for me. Let's see, he's gonna... Wait. Okay, no, for a second it looked like he was gonna stick around. Just gonna drop a bunch of auto turrets already. It looks like he's actually microing in so many places at once. Like, this is very impressive what he's doing, right? Like, he's attacking and defending on 2 sides, and he microed his stalkers here at the same time. He was even still blinking those. You guys saw that? Yeah, this is actually a crazy level of micro, isn't it? Or multitasking more than anything else, really. That is very, very impressive. Now, I still can't really do anything with my SCVs. I guess I will just try to... Well, I was going to repair the bunker, but I guess I'll have to fall back to the other one instead. Maybe I can drop a couple turrets over here, make sure I repair this in time. Oh, it's only 1 probe. Then I don't have to spend too much energy on trying to kill those. Looks like he's trying to get it. Okay, this is so good for us. Finally, our homie made a little bit of a mistake here. He's going to take a lot of damage from this. I think I can drop a couple auto turrets over here, actually. Exactly. So if he tries to blink out, he's going to lose those as well. And this is going to cost him every single stalker, I believe. And that is exactly what we have been waiting for. There we go. I killed a lot of economy. And now we might actually have a chance to get the most important planetary up that we need. Oh, no, actually, there's way more stalkers, so we can't yet. Guess I'm going to... Oh, you know, these guys weren't mining all this time. Guess we're just going to have to keep playing crazy and counterattacking with all we got. Like, I can't really do anything against these stalkers, guys. Like, the other turrets are a little bit too weak now, unfortunately. I do still have a couple of turrets up here. Oh, that's actually going to be a couple of stalkers dying, I believe. Or at least the Warp Prism is going to die, which is nice. He still can't break that planetary, of course. I'm actually making a planetary in the back of my base because I just don't really know what else I can do with these command centers at this point. I guess I can try to take this base. Not quite sure if that's going to do anything, but we can always give it a shot. And once again, it seems like our biggest struggle is against people that just make mass stalkers, right? Because the mass stalkers, we cannot really counter them at all, honestly. Like, it's a very difficult... Oh, that looks pretty nice. Oh, there is so many stalkers dying, and he's going to make the same mistake that he made before and try to go through, which is going to cost him a lot of these stalkers, and that might actually remove his snowball amount, which is super nice. I still think he has enough to deal with us for now, but I guess we'll see how this is going to go. I killed a couple of probes there, I believe. I'm going to keep burrowing these. He has a lot of stalkers over here, but I still have a lot of energy, so these probes should be dying. There we go. These probes are all gonna die, and I think I just need to bide my time back at home. He still has money to keep warping in stalkers, which is quite annoying, I have to say. He might try to blink over here. I'm not quite sure if we used blink already. He is going to lose those stalkers as well, and he's going to lose those probes to a little bit of an auto turret surround. That's actually quite beautiful, I have to say. It's not something you see every day. These probes were actually misclicked back on the mining, so he's going to lose those as well. Let's see if I can drop just enough. Maybe I can fight against the stalkers as well. There we go. I don't really have a lot of auto turrets remaining on this, so I do have to be a little careful. I'm going to drop them here now. I'm going to turn this base into a planetary. I'm actually going to send these workers over here so they, start mining. That would be quite nice. Let's see, I do have a decent amount of auto turrets here now, so maybe I can actually consider fighting against this finally. Oh, the planetary! No, it paid off! Can you believe it, guys? The freaking back-face planet. Oh, that is disgusting. I would be so upset if I was him. The back-face planetary. Who freaking does that, guys? Can you believe it? How did that pay off? Out of every move that I've ever made, how the hell did that pay off? That is just illegal. That is actually some freaking YouTuber plot armor right there. Now he's going to see that I have this planetary. He's not going to be very happy seeing that, I can tell you that. I do have to say, I think he might get the wrong idea of our economy, because our economy is actually kind of in shambles. It's just that I have these random planetaries everywhere, right? Let's see, I have 81 SCVs, which sounds pretty good. I just need to make sure I can actually resaturate my bases for the most part. I can grab 2 more of these, and then this command center can go over here. I already have my Widow Mine split. Repairing Raven's always going to be a good idea, because repairing is so much cheaper than actually building the new stuff. I do still have Widow Mines burrowed on all the important ramps. I didn't even realize, but I actually had 0 tech labs. He managed to kill every tech lab, which is once again pretty impressive. He's done a lot of impressive things this game, but I think we might still, be getting getting away with a little bit of murder here. So we're going to kill one Stalker there, I believe, which is quite nice. Going to click this homie over here, try to saturate this base. I don't have a planetary for this, but the moment I get this planetary up, that's going to make my life a lot easier for sure. Those Ravens are pretty much repaired now. And now I am actually a little surrounded by planetaries for the first time. Normally the 5cc setup comes to fruition way faster, but this game it didn't. But I guess we still arrived at the point. At least he does still have a little bit of time to deny this base, of course, but hopefully not. Now, I'm not sure what to do with this one. I mean, I guess it's just a dead base at this point. I have a lot of command centers that I don't even have hotkeyed. And now let's see, does he have this base? He's taking it right now. Yeah, here's the thing. Like, what he's been doing pretty much is just, let's see if he's paying attention. Doesn't look like it. There we go. Losing a lot of Stalkers there. I think he still has the Stalkers over here, right? What he's doing is, this is so similar to that one game we actually lost against the Protoss on Dynasty, where he's just remaking the probes as fast as he can. Instead of like trying to defend losing all the probes, he's just rebuilding them at every chance he's got, basically. I guess I'm just going to kill a lot of workers over here. He's going to try to blink past this. I will just aim with my workers just because there's not much else I can do, really. Okay, these are actually going to win, which is pretty crazy to me already. I try to resaturate these. Now, at this point, I kind of think that he might have... okay, he's still making more gateways, man. He must actually be surprisingly rich then, I want to say. Let's make sure to saturate these gases. He's still warping in units. But can I block that? No, I barely didn't get the block off, unfortunately. Okay, just going to make a lot of auto turrets to try and kill everything that I can. Those Stalkers did actually win, unfortunately. Let's see if I can block the path here. And rally a couple more SCVs to that. This game is getting extremely hectic at this point. I still have this planetary. I guess I maybe could try to resaturate this now and just drop like a bunch of auto turrets. Let's see, can I block it? Barely not going to be able to block the path, unfortunately. Going to go to the main base. Going to send this group of Ravens to the bottom left, which he's undoubtedly trying to resaturate. Guess I'll attack this again with all my workers, because why the hell not? I feel like he doesn't have enough gas, perhaps, because he's spending a lot on gateways instead of actually having a really big army, right? Like, his actual army doesn't seem that big. The Stalkers are still going to win against my SCVs, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Notice how he's chrono boosting all the Nexi, right? That's pretty much what I said earlier. That he's just trying to rebuild everything instead of trying to save them. But at this point, I feel like I just have too many Ravens. Like, I know that at some point, you know, Ravens can't kill everything anymore, but I feel like I have so many Ravens that he's never gonna... Like, does he have probes left? I'm not sure if he has probes left at this point, guys, honestly. He's gonna blink in here. That's actually a pretty good move. I do like that. He's trying to get past pretty much that one planetary point that, you know, I wasn't able to defend here. Now, he did blink past this again, and I do have a couple Ravens over here, so I'm gonna drop a lot of auto turrets. That's gonna be a lot of Death Stalkers. And we have done it. There we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was a freaking crazy game. We end the game with 39 Ravens against 49 Stalkers. Okay, that's an absolutely brutal worker count killed. What do you call it? Graph. 171 against 153. Over 300 workers killed in one game, and it's almost even too. Normally, either I get destroyed in this graph or the other guy gets destroyed, but this was an almost perfectly even graph. This was the best warm-up game ever, and it was way more than that. Definitely applause for the opponent for playing so well, and for us, let's go to the next game. The second game of the day is against a Grandmaster 5K Protoss. Okay. Now, I was kind of in the mood to try something a little crazy and go for a proxy factory Widowmine build. It's actually, no, it does fit on this map. I guess, yeah, no, I think I can work. Okay, we're gonna go for it. I feel like I do like to do that build, even though with the recent patch, this build was freaking annihilated because the Widowmines got nerfed so hard that they went from a gold tier unit to kind of sucking a little bit. I still think it's a cool build. You can make a lot of distractions work. I think we did it one time right after the patch, and I remember being in a situation where it even got scouted and we still kind of made it work. So maybe with some decent amount of outplays, we can still do it. Guess let's see, I'll rally the next one. I don't want to send it too early. I'll rally the next one over there. I think I do have to send it around the time the barracks goes down, so I'll send it now, just in case. I think it's better to lose a couple minerals, right, and just have your SCV ready to build the factory than, you know, not being able to make the factory in time, because that ruins your entire timing. In fact, I could do something a little different. Instead of going for a Reaper, I could make like 5 Marines or so. I'm kind of thinking about something really silly where I bunker rush him at the same time as I lift the factory into his base. I feel like I need to take this build a little bit differently because Normally why this build is good is because you make an armory and the widow mines are permanently invisible. Now, you have to make drilling claws for the widow mines to be permanently invisible. So that's obviously, I mean, I'd have to make it literally in his base with a tech lab and it's going to take 80 seconds. So yeah, it's not definitely not gonna work, right? But I can do it with just one gas now. I'm actually gonna wall this off. I can do it with just one gas and just try and expand behind it and go into my double starport Raven while having widow mines out on the map to harass. It's definitely very sketch because the widow mines did, even though the Ravens did most of the work, the widow mines did help defending in the last game. Now I'm gonna kill the probe. I'm not sure if I like that or not because on one hand, I do think he was gonna be less suspicious if he saw that I was just on one gas. Like, that could have definitely been a thing, right? So we'll see how this one is gonna go. Maybe I should still wait to get 2 widow mines. Not quite sure if I should send it in right away. Actually, if you do this on one gas, you can expand before you even build a widow mine. That is kind of crazy, isn't it? It's almost like an economic build at this point. Not bad. Really not bad. Now, I want to make a marine. I think... Oh, no, I'm actually barely going to be able to afford the widow mine. Actually, more than barely. That's pretty clean, actually. Not going to lie. Maybe this... Normally, I tell you guys to not copy my build, but this one, this kind of clean. Not bad. Now, I was about to send another SCV in there, but I think I might as well just use this one that I have. I forgot that was there for a second. No offense to that lovely SCV there, of course. Like, 4 marines and an SCV doesn't sound like a big threat. But if you're having widow mines running into your main at the same time over and over, that's obviously pretty annoying. So I'm going to go there now. This is even better for me because now he is distracted. Let's see. He's going to run away with the probes. It's actually running away very, very far as well. Now I should be able to stop this from shooting for quite a while because that way he won't be able to mine for quite a while as well. That is currently not doing anything, which is nice for me. I'm gonna make another depot over here. Like that adept would beat my marine, so I have to be very, very careful. This one burrowed just a little bit too late, but we should be able to get a shot off. There we go. That's another nice shot. The adept is... Okay, he actually is paying attention, unfortunately, for us. And now I'm gonna build a bunker over here. He's gonna have enough to defend this, but it's more about the chaos this is gonna create, because the widow mines are still gonna be coming in the main base at the same time, right? Exactly. He might try to pull the probes again. Looks like he's not gonna try it yet. He's not paying attention. That's gonna... No, it was almost a massive shot. That would have been an absolutely gargantuan shot. He's almost going to lose that Stalker, but not quite. Really wish that I had just one more SCV over here. That'd be so nice. And now I'm going to go for the double starport. I'm going to start targeting some of these SCVs. I think I can probably just kill this adept as well, but maybe he's not paying attention to the widow mine here. He's going to have to run away again. I'm going to burrow just a little bit closer so I can maybe do something with it. I would love to kill a Stalker instead, but I don't think that's going to happen. Going to burrow it a little bit further back here, mostly just to be annoying more than anything else. Let's see. I hope I never accidentally passed the 5 marine mark, but I don't think I did. And even if I did, now I don't have 5 marines anymore, so it's all good. That one should survive for a little bit. I was going to hope he was going to do this. He's going to try to use the shade to bait it, but that's just going to give me a chance that I kill the adept. He did it a little bit too early there. I could tell pretty much right away. And this is going to be my 5 marines. I think he might have sacrificed a probe for that. I'm not 100% sure. If he was researching Blink all this time, I'm also going to need a thing over here. And I should probably fly the factory back in. Like, the defense here is going to be incredibly hard. Like, it really is. I'm not going to have the widow mines to stop the Blink. That is probably the most important thing. I'm going to send one SCV out on the map to see if he's coming. And then I suppose... Yeah, the second factory here, it's going to help. I'm not quite sure if it was the right move, but I guess we'll see. I'm going to start sending widow mines there in again. I'm only going to have one marine over here. He's probably not going to be able to do anything here. If he tries to blink past, that is definitely a bit of a mistake. I have a lot of SCVs, and this is going to cost him a couple stalkers here, guys. This is yet again an overextension by my opponents by playing blink and trying to go past. And that's working out very, very well for us so far. This mine is going to go in the mineral line again. This is definitely going to be a little annoying for him. Let's see if he can get a nice shot. Barely not, unfortunately. I can buy some time here by just doing this. This is so annoying. Look at this. Oh, he's back? No? Oh, my goodness. I mean, I can do this forever. There's a lot of... wait, can I click on the Stalker? I don't want to shoot on the Stalker because he'll blink away. Exactly, that's what he was expecting. He might not pay attention. The second Widowmine just came out. I'm actually going to move this Widowmine over a little bit. Let's see. What is he going to do here? I think the Widowmine might get a shot off. No, it's a little bit easy, too easy to counter these days. So it's not going to get a shot off. But that was obviously a very, very valuable dance for us. I'm going to move this back. I'm going to get the Ravens in this space. Try to resaturate my main mineral line properly. And I'm going to drop a couple turrets over here. And now we can see that he does also have a third base up and running already. Maybe I'm going to make a reactor here with him and just send them into that base over and over. That's not even the craziest idea. Gonna get an engineering bay now, as well as some extra command centers, because yeah, ideally we get the 5cc setup up a little bit faster than in the last game, right? Because that was a lot of freaking chaos, and that was and a Protoss that was a couple of hundred MMR below this one, so hopefully we don't end up in a situation again. I'm not quite confident we can make that happen twice in a row, but we will see. Gonna send these Ravens to the third base, and I'm gonna have a double portion of Ravens from over here. He's still busy defending that, so that is quite nice. I don't think those Widowmines were really gonna do that much, so it's pretty nice that he's using time of his Stalkers to actually arrive over here. So here's a couple Stalkers over here, but obviously I have more than enough auto turrets to deal with a couple Stalkers. I can actually drop a couple turrets over here too. He is gonna lose those Stalkers, by the way, if he's gonna stick around. Those Stalkers are gonna die, I think. There we go. Those Stalkers do fall. Now I'm gonna send this one back, drop a couple auto turrets over here while he's busy chasing these. Let's see. Oh, he does have what's it called? A shield battery there, so that is gonna be able to deny the damage of the auto turret for a bit. I'm just gonna target it down. A couple of auto turrets over here. This is killing a lot of workers. Look at this. That is absolutely massive damage. He didn't pull away the probes. Instead, he was just trying to out micro. Now I have Widowmines over here as well. My engineering base should be finished, right? Let's see. Yeah, because I made turrets, of course they did. Gonna get a couple more Widowmines over there. I feel like I'm playing a very strong Raven Widowmine game here, guys. Very happy with this so far. I'm gonna put this one over here, actually. Let's see. These Widowmines didn't get too much done. I guess if I ever wanted to be entirely fully set up, I should make drilling claws, but I feel like it's maybe a little bit too much. I'm gonna cancel one of my Ravens. Let's see. Oh, all of his Stalkers are still over here, actually. That's a really nice vision to have. I'm not quite sure where the rest of my Ravens went. I had two more, right? Where did the other two go? Oh, I see them over here. Okay, there we go. I mean, if I just get a bunch of groups of Ravens, then we're just gonna be golden for a long time. Gonna make a couple more turrets here to defend from potential air attacks. Mostly Warp Prisms. Could also be Phoenixes later on, of course. Gonna burrow these in the middle here. Let's see, what is this? Okay, he's actually surprisingly rich, I have to say. Like, he has like 10 gateways. I really didn't think he was gonna have that much. I'm morphing 5 planetaries already, or well, 3 planetaries to go up to 5 command center setup, of course. Probably didn't expect me to have a bunch of Ravens over here as well. And then I still have these Ravens over on this side. I'm gonna start rallying in these over here. Maybe get these a little bit closer to the map. I feel like it's all coming together very nicely this game so far, right? Like, normally it's a bit of a struggle to know what I'm supposed to do, but here it is coming together quite nicely. He's going to try and attack me, but I already have more than enough planetaries lined up. I guess I can try and kill the shield battery again. I don't quite have an annoying position for the auto turrets here, sadly. I guess I'll just drop as many as I can. Got a couple of Widowmines coming in here as well. He's going to warp into this planetary as well. And now there are Widowmines up here, guys. And those going to do an absolutely massive amount of damage to those. So now I'm going to try to drop a lot of auto turrets over here. There are still Stalkers here. Let me put the healthy ones first. So we can target the battery right away without losing anything. I think this planetary is actually popping off, by the way. I can't believe he's warping in range of those... in that freaking auto turret. He's gonna lose so much there. The probes here are pretty much gone as well. The Stalkers here died as well as the probes. I do still have a couple of Ravens here. Let me drop auto turret under that Raven. That's going to be quite nice. Now, sadly, this game, I don't have the inhuman freaking Foresight main base planetary, but I think we have done more than enough damage to this army already. Gonna get a couple more Widowmines out over time. Probably drop a couple of auto turrets over here. He's still mining a little more here than I would have liked to see, honestly. Now, I do still have to take care of this at some point. I guess I can aim with my SCVs. Not quite sure if I like that idea, because SCVs are not very good against Zealots at all, so the Zealots are going to be able to kill the SCVs at some point, but I guess I really just need to dwindle his army count by any means possible. I kind of wanted to make a turret, but I guess there's no reason to make a turret anymore. Those two Stalkers should probably die. He has the Zealots right-clicked on a command center now, which is really not that bad for me. I can obviously just fly that away. Auto turrets are being dropped in a very narrow corridor, which is super nice. I'm going to drop a couple more as well. Just make sure I stack all of them together. There we go. Those Widow Mines might even fire at some point. That one is going to fire for sure. And that is the last of his army. He also has no probes left. I have 140 supply of Raven Widow Mine. And we have defeated a Grandmaster Protoss. And that is beautiful. I think he either really doesn't believe in Ravens or he still has to come to terms with it. Probably going to try to blink past her one more time if I had to guess. GG is called. And there we go. 146 against 15 supply. And Raven Widowmine has done it again. But I have to say, guys, this opening was actually very, very cool, right? Like the bunker rush together with the Widowmines and having a fast expansion at the same time. This was actually really nice. And a lot of maps have these big main bases where you can hide a factory. So this is definitely a build you guys should be trying out. And for now, that's going to be it. These were two really beautiful games. I couldn't have wished for anything better. TVP with Mass Ravens at its absolute finest. Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. If you did, make sure to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and to see you all for the next video. Adios.